Morning, everyone. It's James. I don't know why I just said I say a lot, so I'm gonna try and stop saying. Although I've now said like 5 times in the space of 11 seconds. Anyway, I want to show you how migrations work. If you're not from the tech world, this might sound like a lot of gibberish, but I'll try to explain it in a really simple way. So when you've got a piece of software behind the scenes, generally you'll have something called a database, and that's where information will be stored. In our case, that's where our messages are stored, that's where our rooms are stored, that's where our communities are stored, that's where everything that you do is stored. Hopefully, 2020, most people know what a database is. So, whenever I need to make a change to that, typically, or at least in the old world, you'd have to manually go into every single database and make the change where necessary. And then also ensure that all the data, if it's changed at all, needs to be is changed in line with the changes that you're making. What migrations let you do is they allow you to program that change alongside the work that you're doing. So, for example, if I want to add rooms to the chat server, right now the chat server doesn't have rooms, it doesn't support rooms. So if I want to add rooms to it, I need to create a new database table that provides rooms, but also I need to create the code behind the scenes that interacts with that table. So what I've done here is right now on the left hand side you can see the database. We've only got a chat message table and we've only got a test table. On here, this is my code. I've created 2 migrations. So I've created a migration that creates the rooms table because we've integrated rooms now in this sprint, and a migration that changes the table from chat message to messages, just so that the database is always going to be used for just chat. So it makes more sense to be messages than the full chat message. I mean, it's pretty obvious what it is from messages. So I'll just show you this running. I'll open back up these. I'll run migrate. There you go. So it's migrated both of them. And it's giving me a batch ID. So if something goes wrong, I can revert this, and I'll show you that in a minute. If I refresh tables, you can see the rooms table, and you can see that the chat messages has changed to messages. If I look at this, I can see the columns that I've created. So you've got ID, name, title, topic, etc. And that's migrations working. And then if I wanted to, I can then revert that. So I can just type in revert. I can provide the batch ID, or it will use the last batch ID I did or used. So if I press revert, it's reverted them both successfully in the last batch. So it bases it on a batch rather than reverting everything it's ever done. And if I refresh, I can see chat messages there. Also, if I just load up GitHub, you can see how this would look in the code. So as I make the changes, this would then get stored with the rest of the code. It looks like I haven't actually put the last one in there, but if I go to here and I go to migrations, you can see the rooms one is there. So if I did a live deployment, that would get pulled through into the live server. Anyway, hope you have a good day. Bye.